Now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal of, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. Now, we are going...
Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Mawam coming back with another sit down. But before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Harakakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord, wherever you at in the earth, doing the same, teaching the same. Okay? This is another World War III update, and the title will be All Roads Lead to World War III. Okay? All roads lead to World War III. Okay? So the you're watching prophecy in real time. You're watching the Lord manipulate these nations and manipulate the minds of these modern day kings, presidents to go to war. Okay? And it'll be first, before I get this one, let's get Proverbs. Okay. This Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay. So the Lord is causing these nations, gathering these nations for World War III. Okay. So us as the prophets of the Lord, we know according to the Bible the destiny of Babylon the Great America. All right, we know the future. Okay, so we know everything they do is going to lead them to their destiny. Okay, whether they try to avoid it or not. Okay, it's going to lead them to World War III. Okay, so all these wars that's going on, wars and rumors of wars, it's going to build up to World War III. Okay. So this Revelation 11:14, Revelation 11:14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. The first, second, and third woe, these represents World War I, World War II, and World War III. Okay. All right. So it's verse 15. So the third woe cometh quickly. All right. And we see it happening. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai is speeding up times, shortening the days. All right. Time is flying. Okay, time is flying, And it says, and the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed Yahweh Shai, and he shall reign forever and ever. Okay. But that's the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, after World War III. Okay. And after the second coming of Yahweh Shah, when the Lord comes, and take this devil down. All right. And take this great red dragon down. All right. This reborn great red dragon. All right. So let me this Joel chapter 3. All right, Joel chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Okay, this is future prophecy, hasn't happened yet. Okay. Judah and Jerusalem. All right, which represents the the 12 tribes, but beginning with the elect of the 12 tribes. Okay. Which are still in captivity, still scattered to this very day. All right. And Matthew 24 proves that. All right, when the Lord sends his angels to gather the elect Israelites. Okay, it says, I will also gather all nations and will plead, Salaki, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, also known as in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right, and that's what the Lord doing now. The Lord is gathering these nations for war. Okay, that's why every time you turn around, it's more and more war. Okay, all right. It's not a coincidence that they can't reach. It's not a coincidence that they cannot reach a peace agreement. Because it's spiritual. All right. The Lord has put spiritual boundaries that these nations can't get around. All right. So it's like a maze. Just to give an example. All right. It's like the Lord put these nations in a maze. All right. And their only way out is through World War III. Okay. As soon as they get out that maze, bam, they're into World War III. All right. So this Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time. All right. So Esau knows he has a short time. That's why they're doing this. Okay. That's why they're doing. That's why they need the extra oil, the resources. Okay, the backup plans, Plan B, etc., etc. Because they know they're gonna have to go to war. All right, they're planning on Babylon the Great America is planning on going to war with Iran. Okay, and it's gonna have a domino effect. Okay, and Babylon the Great America thinks because it has NATO on its side right now, that Russia is gonna not get involved. Okay, but the Lord is gonna cause it to where all these nations turn they back on Babylon the Great America. Okay. So it says, let me get the next precept, Salaki. All right, and you just seen the EU, the European Union nations speaking against, and basically mad or disappointed in what America done to Venezuela. Okay, so you got this Habakkuk 2:9. Woe to him that coveteth and evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. And that's exactly what Babylon the Great America is doing. They're making moves. These are strategic moves that way, because America is trying to deliver themselves from the power of evil. Okay, they're trying to deliver themselves from impending danger. Because they're not stupid. They clearly see all their adversaries teaming up. They see it. Let me turn this call on, Select. All right. They clearly see. They clearly see all their enemies teaming up and doing business. All right, and trading. All right, and creating their own currency. And they're no longer doing business with Babylon the Great America. Okay, so Babylon the Great America is in panic mode, and doing what they got to do to try to, keep their power. All right, keep their sovereignty. But those very same acts, those very same decisions, all right, and moves that they're making is going to be the very same thing that leads them to their demise. World War III. All right. So you see them trying to prevent, all right, prevent their enemies from being in their backyard or in close proximity. Okay. But that's just going to, speed up World War III. Because these, like Venezuela, are allies, to Russia and China. I believe China also. Okay. So it's very poetic how the Lord set up Babylon the Great America. Okay. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Want to end it and give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham Harakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same, teaching the same. Shalom.